Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy David, aka D-Man for Life, aka D-Mizzle Frizzle on the Xbox Live gaming service, and this is the final free play mode of 2014. That's right, folks, it is December 30th, 2014, and I'm coming at you with a few hot topics to finish off the year right. First one is congratulations to Microsoft. They have announced that due to their bundles and price drops over the holiday season, they have officially sold 10 million Xbox Ones worldwide. That's not shipped 10 million Xbox Ones to retailers. That is 10 million Xbox Ones in the homes of customers. And I have to say kudos to Microsoft for getting back in the race. Will they overtake Sony? No, because I'm a realist and I will admit that Microsoft will never gain any kind of traction in Japan, but in terms of North America and Europe, they do have the ability to make it competitive with Sony, and I do think this is a good thing overall because while you may have your fanboys of either company, well, I might as well throw Nintendo in there too because they have a little bit to do with this. If you're a fanboy of Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony, this is ultimately a good thing in terms of Microsoft and Sony because that means there's more confidence from developers and publishers coming towards the Microsoft console. I know Sony jumped out to a huge lead. They're up about at 16 million consoles sold right now, but Microsoft crossing that 10 million sold threshold a little over a year into the console's life cycle is a very good thing. And to put this into perspective, the Nintendo Wii U has only sold about 8.5 million units at the time of this recording, and it's taken them a little over 2 years to do that. So that means the Wii U's momentum has completely stalled. And to put this into even more perspective, the Dreamcast at this time in its life cycle at the 2 year mark sold roughly 10 million consoles. So the Wii U is not looking too well, folks. But Microsoft, good on you. Now it's going to be interesting to see where Microsoft goes with this momentum because if you've read up on it, the sales and the bundles in January the 3rd of 2015, which is this coming Saturday. So if you haven't rushed out and gotten an Xbox One yet, you better go get one because the sales will be over, the bundles will be gone, and it will go up to $399 for the Connectless bundle and $499 for, well, not $499, $449 for the bundle with the Connect. So as I said, it's going to be interesting to see where it all plays out for Microsoft going forward into 2015. I hope they can maintain this momentum because, as I said, competition is a good thing, and the closer Microsoft gets, the more it's going to work out for us as gamers in the long run. And moving on to Sony, there's a couple of Sony topics that I'd like to get off my chest. First Sony topic is the hack. It's been big news. A lot of people suspect that it was North Korea. A lot of people suspect it was independent hackers. Well, got some news for you, and this is courtesy of Rich from Review Tech TV. It was an inside job. Yep, you heard that right, folks. It was an inside job. And I don't mean to say that Sony perpetuated this on themselves. Sony hired their own investigative tech firm to look into this, and it turned out that there were some disgruntled Sony employees that perpetuated this hack and leaked all this information and made it seem like it was North Korea doing this. Well, they didn't implicitly say that it was North Korea, but they kind of made it out to be while taunting the FBI. So it's going to be interesting to see what the FBI response, as well as everybody else that was hurt by this hack, what their response will be, including North Korea. That's where things will get very, very interesting in my opinion. It's going to be interesting to see what their response is to Sony now that they've learned that this is an internal hack done by former employees. And I doubt, even though Sony has Sony is very directly tied into the electronics market in Japan, and Japan has a very tenuous truce with North Korea. So it will be interesting to see how that plays out from a geopolitical perspective. And as from an internal Sony perspective, they're going to have to tighten up. They're going to have to tighten up. And speaking of the tightening up, you still have intermittent outages with PSN stemming from the Lizard Squad hack that took place over Christmas Eve and Christmas. And Sony needs to step up their game. Microsoft was able to mitigate and get Xbox Live services back up and running for the most part within a day. This is going on day 6, I believe, of Sony's services not being up all the way, and Sony has to step it up. They need to do what Microsoft did. They need to bring everything 100% in-house. And what I mean by this is that even though Sony will not go out and buy the sheer amount of server farms that Microsoft has access to, because Microsoft has access to over 50,000 servers for their Xbox Live service, they need to bring it in-house. They need to bring every server that PSN is under in-house. They need to bring every tech that services PSN in-house. And they need to bring network security in-house 100%, because when you have everything in-house 100%, that means you're able to mitigate the damage to your services. Because let's be real, you're never going to stop a DDoS attack, because DDoS attacks happen from millions of computers infected with viruses attacking a single point. And no matter how good your class is for network security, it's not going to stop that overwhelming traffic from coming in. So the best thing you can do is mitigate the damage and lessen the turnaround time that you're down, which is exactly what Microsoft has done. So there is that. And the last topic I have to get to is myself. What's going to happen with me going forward in 2015? Well, I've just started up a new series called EA UFC Predictions, and for all you MMA fans out there, I'm going to be predicting the latest main events and possibly some co-main events of UFC cards with EA Sports UFC on Xbox One. And I'm also going to be doing things with the new gaming order off and on. If you hadn't heard, or if you didn't know, I am under the Machinima umbrella, so you will see better produced content from me, because I have the disposable income to invest into my productions now. So look forward to that, and I hope you all have a good and safe and fun, freaky, wild, and happy New Year's. Whatever it may lead you, whatever you may do, just be safe out there. And if you end up getting some fun ending up in the sack, remember, wrap it up. You don't want no babies come September. This is David, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.